Hello everybody, this is Iced Blood. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. For those in the know, we are 3 days out from Heavensward, and that means early access has already started. However, you might also notice that this video is still labeled as being part of Final Fantasy XIV, a Realm Reborn. The simple reason for that being, this footage was before the expansion ever came out, so I figured I would be consistent and call it what it is. So, we're following the main storyline, finally, after several... what I mean is, we're going into the quests again, and actually dealing with some dialogue and new locales and things after so many dungeons and only so few interactions with NPCs, which is... okay, I thought that was going to be solid. Anyway, Isambard. Hi, I'm Isambard. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are, at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Alright, here we go. Do I already have that? We'll take it anyway, just in case. Yeah, alright, there we go. Slight upgrade, I think? Or was it? I actually have no idea now. Yeah, I think it is. There's a materia slot anyway. Alright, so let us get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of St. Adama Landama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. Adama Landama, that sounds like a Lalafell name. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the dead before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You'll find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalja seek in this area. Oh, look at you, little Chocobo. You're adorable. Alright, so there we go, our new mission. And I think... yeah, I think I'm going to stick with just the one quest. We're going to try and focus, I guess is how I'm going to say it. So, let's see what's going on with the remains of these poor victims. First off, let me do this, just in case. I was doing some things in Limsa. I think that was actually from the dungeon, now that I think about it. Shows how much I pay attention to my home point. That could have been dangerous. So, we're dealing with the Amalja. Now, I think the first time we saw them was in the first cutscene, actually. So they're kind of the main threat here in Ul'dah. And I think we saw them again in that one quest that I was trying to do and I failed miserably at. So we've seen a few of them, but not too many. But it looks like we're going to be delving into the conflict at large now. Hostile presence? Oh no! Level 12? Okay, this ought to be hard. I'm scared. Yeah, these guys look impressive, and a lot taller than I am, but clearly they've never dealt with a miracle worker like me. I was weirded out a little bit when I saw the term thaumaturge as the name for the magic user class. I was thinking just straight mage would have been better, or whatever, but I've really come to like it because it, I mean, miracle worker, that sounds awesome, and I think it's a biblical reference. If I'm mistaken, go ahead and let me know. But I think that's where it came from, and I just love the sound of it now. I've gotten used to it. Although, pretty soon, like at about 6 levels, actually, we're going to be dealing with the quest that'll make us a black mage instead of a thaumaturge, so that's exciting. I've actually done that on my old account. I know how it works, vaguely. But anyway, for now, Isambard, we've done it. It is good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? As it turns out, I was. I found flowers. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You've done a noble deed this day, I thank you. Sure. Absolutely. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Yeah, they were fairly obvious. Aha! So there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the low-born disappearing is all but confirmed, but I sense that there's more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total's too great. And the question's too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day. And even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? I have no idea, but my chocobo seems to know what's up. Alright, so that's done, and there we go. He's next. Alright. To the common folk. What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 'Twill forbid it be so. There's a merchant by the name of Ungust, who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. Rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Ungust, is it? Well, let's go to the bar. I wonder if Ellion drinks. He probably does, at least a little bit. Here we go, down... There's Ungust. Hey, you look familiar. Well, gods be damned, you're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ulda. What in the 7 hours do you want with me now? Here. Take this. Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours is... Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them. I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before. What with all the disappearances. You can go talk to him yourself if you don't believe me. I don't remember the voice I gave him last time, my apologies. But it sounded vaguely drunk, I'd like to think. Anyway, let's see. We're going to talk to the folks. Sorry if you heard my chair there. Baker. Please, just leave me be. Okay, I guess. You were hungry. I could have given you something. Devious derelict. I have nothing to say but this. I'll take who or whatever's been feeding off us low folk. Alright then. The petrified pauper? What do you want from me? I don't know anything. I swear. Please don't kill me. Okay, sure. I mean, I guess I do have a staff and it does look kind of sinister, but come on now. Give me some credit. Alright, let's see what Ungust has to say now. Just as I told you, wasn't it? A whole lot of them are terrified. Yes, they're terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted. If you ask me, they simply up and moved to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. I wonder, so I do. Not sure I trust him. Maybe it's his haircut, I don't know. Okay, so that's done. Let's talk to Isambard again. Hello, welcome back, Ellion. Have you heard aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungist. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. Alright, so we're going to go to church. Take me to church. I don't even like that song that much. I was going to make a reference, but anyway, I think I already... Yeah, I'm good on that. Okay. So, if we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than at the church of Saint Adama Landama. It's a small and humble church, found to the northwest of here. And so long as you're headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none but... Oh, sorry. Anyway, seek out a man named Marquet. He tends the graves of the Lich Yard. He'll tell you where the body's to be interred. Okay, so I need to speed up a little bit on my reading. Let's do this. Can I sell anything? Yeah, there's a... there we go. That's what I wanted. And then there's those. And... Alright, I think that's about it. Alright. Now then. Let's see what we've got. We're gonna go to church. This music is very soothing. But I wonder if it's not... I guess it's just for town. I was gonna say, I wonder if it really fits for this kind of deserted wasteland feel they've got going. But anyway. I am okay, yes. A body? Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. Indeed. Alright, I apologize. Sir, if you seek a place of burial, then there's an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Okay, so... I'm still doing post-commentary on these, so sometimes I have to guess on how much time I gave myself to read out the dialogue. Sometimes I misremember, shall we say. Let's do this. And another flower. Yes, there we go. And I guess that means that... Wait. Oh, that's gross. Okay, I guess we're just gonna lay the body on the ground. Maybe this dude'll handle it or something. I don't know. No? Okay, so I don't turn the quest into him. Do I have to... Oh! Did I have to bury him, I wonder? That might be it! Yes, here we are. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I can't help you. But maybe Sister Orsen can. She has been kind to me. Everyone's been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me, you'll find Sister Orsen within the church walls. Alright. There we go. Okay. So here we go, and there you are. I hear you've done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when next you see him. You seek knowledge of the missing Drybone inhabitants. It is true, I am closer to the people than any other of the order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marquet would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity, his scars run deep. Indeed, he seems now to prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marquet, and soon. Thancred seems like a nice dude. I wonder what he took offense to. Well, anyway, this is one of those things where I guess it's leading us to a new quest hub. But like I said, we're going to focus fire on the main quest line and see about jumping forward. Especially now that the expansion's out, or is going to be. And I do have early access because I pre-ordered. But I can't really do much with the new content yet because I'm not far enough along. So, we're not going to bother with any of the side quests and things in these hubs. Thank you, Ellion. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing commonfolk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Ellion? Aha! There's the man of the hour! A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and your mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons, and why. I too spoke with Ungust, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good sister Orsen herself? Orsen? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye to this rose. Still, the lichkeeper, Marquet, I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. Lichkeeper? That sounds frickin' cool. How can I get a title like that? I think, yeah. I think that's what we're looking for. Alrighty, here we go. And there we are. Next! Alright, and then we get boots out of this one. Alright. Sister Orsen. It cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children, but... No, it could not be she, could it? I grew weary of these suspicions. I know there's one child in particular that she's fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Ellion, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Orsen's activities. Oh, sure, don't give me a name or nothing. I'll just figure it out. It's okay, I've got a mini-map that'll tell me where to go, so it's fine. You don't need to do anything. Alright, so... Aha! We're going to a new area! We're gonna head down to the Golden Bazaar. I think there's a Silver Bazaar too, isn't there? Haven't we been there? I think we've been there. But this one is new. Would be interesting if the priestess or the nun or whatever her name might be is the culprit. That would be very interesting. And it kind of, like, it sounds like these primals are, well, I mean, they've said flat out that the primals are gods to the various beast tribes, right? So it would be pretty interesting, I think, if, a religious person was swayed to a heathen religion. Could happen. You never know. I mean, Ifrit's pretty badass. Like, in all the games I've seen him in, he's awesome. And, by fire be cleansed and all that. So it could happen. We'll have to see. Keep up, Chocobo Chick. I love that little thing. Look at him. He's great. Be cool if they could, like, if you had them out long enough, they would eventually grow into a Chocobo you could ride. That'd be cool. Okay, so here we go. uncombed urchin, is it? Please, help! Sister Orsen went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing, and she went there looking for it, but what if the monsters outside heard her? Please, find her! I like how they use Lullafall models for children. I don't even... I mean, because some of the models for the younger characters, like, you can't even see. It's not like they use the character creation program to make the children models of various characters. So I wonder why the whole thing with Lullafells is a practice that they use. Maybe Lullafells don't grow. Maybe they're born as big as they end up being. I don't know. In any case, I think I will eventually have to do this myself. Although, maybe all I have to do is talk to her? You are the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. This is questionable. You spoke with the child? Yes. Well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Okay. Well, that's done. Let's see. What am I trying? There we go. Let's do that. Not sure why I took that spell off my bar, but in any case, this is quicker. I hope I have to go here and not back to the church. Aha! I guessed correctly. Yay! We're talking to Isambard again. Lots of talking in this episode. Sister Orsen was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. God's forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her, should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans, and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Well, could still be a front, though, who knows? Maybe she's buttering this kid up to sacrifice him or something, I don't know. It's possible. Yeah, I like my hat. I am well glad I reserved the inn room for Sister Orsen. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he'll be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Alright, there we go. Lots and lots of talking. So we're going to go over to Thancred. And I think once we make it, it's probably going to be the end of the episode. So we're going to go over to Thancred, maybe see what he has to say, and then we'll finish up wherever this questline happens to take us next time. Into random things that aren't actually solid, but it's fine. Can't have everything. This game still astounds me with how beautiful it is. I mean, especially considering, like, I've mentioned in earlier episodes, my computer is not all that powerful anymore, and there are certain games that I've played that really tax it. And so the fact that, you know, I'm able to run this one pretty easily, everything's pretty much okay, and there's no real stuttering or anything like that, and it still looks absolutely gorgeous. Square Enix is really on the top of their game with this one. You know, there's controversy about them as a company, and I won't refute that, but I feel like this game in particular renewed my faith in them entirely. Thancred! Thancred! Ah, there you are, Ellion. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good Sister Orsen. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But, false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orsen near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remained here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you. Dear Ellion, would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Alright, we will look inside the encampment, but for now, we're going to say bye-bye to Ellion, and we'll see what we find next episode. That's it for me. Bye-bye.